There are 3 phases to readiness, 4 pillars of training, and exactly one reason every civilian who's ever needed any of them wishes they had started sooner. I'm Botch, 21 years in Special Forces. 18 Delta, that's the Special Forces medic. I created the 10th Special Forces Group Combatives program, incorporated the Modern Army Combatives program, the Special Operations Combatives program, and the Lone Operator Combatives program. 3 doctrines, 1 curriculum, designed for soldiers who needed all of it before they went into harm's way. That was then. To stay relevant now, I do 2 things. I compete, submission grappling at the brown belt level, and shooting competitions at the national level. The hard lessons I learn under that pressure go straight into what I teach civilians, military, and first responders. The classes are at tmssofast.com. The way I teach matters. Most instructors have 3 components: explain, demonstrate, practical application. They're missing the 4th, the one that locks the skill in. Repetition, reps under load, is what closes the gap between knowing the drill and surviving the moment. 3 steps gets you a smart student. 4 steps gets you a capable one. I treat my shooting drills the same way I treat my workout at the gym. I go in with a plan. I execute the drills. I have clearly definable goals, and I apply enough repetition to achieve those goals. That's the discipline. That's what survives the moment. This channel teaches what I taught operational detachment alphas, A-teams, before they went into harm's way. Translated for civilians, parents, first responders, and anyone who refuses to be the person who didn't know what to do. 3 phases. Get to the fight. Win the fight. Bring everyone home. That order is not random. Every emergency you will face follows that arc. The car accident, the active shooter, the fist fight in the parking lot, the heart attack on the trailhead. The work that decides outcomes happens in different phases for different reasons. Phase 1. Get to the fight. That's everything before contact. Mobility, awareness, preparation. The work that decides whether you arrive on time, on target, and shape to act. The athlete who shows up cold loses the first round before the bell. The driver who can't control the vehicle loses the chase before the chase starts. The shooter who can't run 2 flights of stairs without sucking wind has compromised every shot they take after. Phase 2. Win the fight. That's the engagement. Whether the fight is a fist fight, a gunfight, a fire, a heart attack, or a 30-mile ruck. The phase where capability decides outcome. Capability is not motivation. Capability is reps under load. Capability is what your body does when your conscious mind has shut down and the sympathetic nervous system has taken over. Phase 3. Bring everyone home. That's the aftermath. Casualty care. Evacuation. The moment where training is the only thing standing between someone you love and a body bag. The most preventable battlefield deaths are not from the bullet. They're for what happens between the bullet and the surgeon. Phase 3 is what closes that gap. 4 pillars carry you across those 3 phases. Pillar 1. Offensive and defensive driving. Get to the fight. Get out of the fight. The car is the most used weapon system in your life, and the least trained. The data on civilian vehicle defense is grim. Most people who think they can drive cannot drive. The skills that matter are not racing. They are control under threat. Reverse 180. Brake and evade. Knowing when to floor it and when to stop. Pillar 2. Shooting. Marksmanship. Concealed carry. The drill library. From the El Presidente to the Mozambique. From the FASD to the 1.5X. Not gear reviews. Not range theater. Skill that survives stress. There are people on this platform who can run a sub-2-second draw in a controlled environment and who would freeze when a real threat emerged because they never trained the gap between competence and combat. We close that gap. Pillar 3. Functional fitness. Not gym aesthetics. Operator realistic conditioning. Load. Distance. Heart rate. The body that can drag a casualty upstairs at 3 a.m. in turnout gear. The fitness that keeps you in the fight at hour 12 when most civilians are already out. Pillar 4. Fighting and first aid. combatives, and combat medicine combined, because the elbow that causes the bleed and the medic who controls it are the same person. The fight does not pause to let you switch hats. Stop the Bleed got half the doctrine right. We teach the rest. Tactical combat casualty care from care under fire through tactical field care. The pillar that decides whether the casualty walks out or gets carried. Most channels in this space teach one pillar. A few teach two. There is no other channel in the country that credibly teaches all four. The reason is simple. That crosswalk is the 18 Delta job description. The Special Forces medic carries every pillar, drives the team to the objective, wins the fight, patches the casualty, brings everyone home. That is the job. That is also why this framework works for civilians. Whatever the emergency, the arc is the same. If you've ever found a YouTube channel that taught you to shoot but couldn't tell you what to do when the round goes through your buddy's leg, you found a gap. This channel closes that gap. What to expect? Long-form videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. One per pillar per week, rotating. Short-form daily. The field-applicable version of what we teach in the long form. Real classes at tmsofast.com. TCCC for gunshotwounds. Long-range marksmanship. Combatives. Tactical pistol and carbine. 3 days. Real kit. Real training equipment. Reps under load. Because the only way the skill survives the moment is if you've already done it. Patreon for the community that wants the deeper dive. Patreon.com/TeamSOFAST. 3 tiers. Candidate, Operator, Advisor. Every tier gets the inside content the YouTube algorithm doesn't reward. Here's the question. Which pillar are you weakest in? Drop it in the comments. The viewers reading this can tell you who they are. The people in this comment section are not strangers. They're future training partners. The community is the moat. Move, fight, thrive, win. 3 phases. For pillars, 1 mission. Subscribe and start your training. The next video